So we have AEW and Rampage week commencing September 5th. So at All Out, I don't know if you lot know, there was a mad altercation. There was a post-fight. Firstly, like, subscribe and leave a comment if you could be so kind. So there was an altercation at All Out where Punk won the match, and then basically, if you don't know the history, Hangman Page, when Punk was going against Hangman Page in their face-off, Hangman Page said he was saving AEW from CM Punk. CM Punk took massive offense to that and basically said that Hangman Page was going into business for himself because he made it personal, not about the match. So then, when CM Punk won the AEW World Championship, he had a post-fight press conference with Tony Khan, and he started badmouthing the EVPs, which are Hangman, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. So after that, basically, and also I believe Colt Cabana got fired, and people are trying to point the finger at CM Punk, but CM Punk said it was nothing to do with him. So I believe after that there was a massive fight backstage with Punk, CM Punk, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Christopher Daniels was involved, Ace was involved, and someone else is involved. So basically, all of those people got stripped to their titles. So CM Punk's had to vacate the AEW World Championship, and the Trios Championship have all been vacated. So that's basically what Tony Khan was referring to. So now it's going to be a tournament for the new AEW World Championship, and there was a match between the Best Friends and Death Triangle for the new Trios Championship. Anyway, we can continue. So MJF comes out, acts like a face. He basically just copies CM Punk. Doesn't do a crowd dive, but he goes to the crowd like CM Punk does. He started talking up the crowd, trying to be a face. Crowd are cheering for him. He does get a massive cheer. Then Moxley comes out and just basically says to him, stop pretending, which then he started being himself and being a heel. And Moxley just tells him, get out of the ring because he's going to smash him up if he stays any longer. Obviously, MJF leaves the ring because Moxley would look to smash him up. And then basically Moxley just says he's here to be the AEW World Champion, nothing else. He lost last night, but he's here to be a champion. He's not going to stop until he's going to be the champion. And he also said apparently he was meant to be on holiday, but it looks like his holiday got cut because other wrestlers ain't there. So then we had a Death Triangle versus Best Friends for the AEW Trios Championship. Really good match, a lot of high spots, cool counters. Go and watch it, I haven't seen it already, but your new champions are now the Death Triangle. Then we had Toni Storm versus Penelope Ford in a really good match. Toni Storm won. Then we had Acclaim come out. So Acclaim was come out, about to do the rap, and then Swerve comes out and then basically starts having a back and forth with the Acclaimed. But the crowd was booing because obviously they want to hear the rap, and I want to hear the rap as well, so yeah. Then we had a match with Wardlow versus Tony Nese. Come on now, squash match. Obviously, Wardlow won. Then we had the first round of the AEW tournament, which will culminate at Grand Slam, I believe, on September 21st, where there will be two people facing off for the AEW World Championship. We had Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. Really solid match. They've had two matches previously when Hangman was a champion, which he beat Bryan Danielson. So this match was a really good match. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. Solid match. But in the end, Bryan Danielson won. And then basically Stokely and Co came down and just caused a bit of havoc. But then in the main event, we had Danny Garcia versus Yuta for the ROH Pure Championship, which was a really good match. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's the main event. But in the end, Danny Garcia won. So that was Dynamite. So AEW, they had the second round of the AEW World Championship tournament. Sammy Guevara takes on Darby Allin, in which Sammy Guevara wins by pinfall. This was on Rampage. We also had a segment where Samoa Joe comes out. He talks about the title and he says open for business, which obviously means bring it on. Then we had Serena Deeb defeat Madison Rayne via pinfall. Madison Rayne is most likely known from Impact Wrestling. Then we had a backstage segment with Jade Cargill saying she's going to be consecutive wins at 37. Who can stop her? She doesn't believe anyone can. Then we had an interview from Powerhouse Hobbs. Says he's going to put Stark 6 feet deep and show everyone how much of a beast he is in the ring which he is a damn beast. Then we had Claudio Castelloni defeat Dax Howard via pinfall for the ROH World Championship. So that was your review of AEW and Dynamite and Rampage in about 5 minutes. So if you could be so kind to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, support this channel, because I want to start interviewing you good people out there who subscribe and who watch this sooner or later. I'm looking to get stars from AEW, WWE, and UFC stars in here as well to interview. So watch this space. Anyway, take care, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks. And you can follow me on Instagram below also.